Let get the boat!
We were risking our lives, but we have to provide for our families.
What's the name? Irresponsible.
It's safe to say he's finally down.
That's how we roll here in Alaska.
Wake up outdoors.
First day out on our blacktail hunt and seeing a lot of does. This is a good way to start a 10-day hunt.
About 6-ish from the cabin here. Well, I mean, I was up a little bit before that. Everybody else, Pete made some pancakes, some bacon. And then we took off just back over the hill here, and Pete and Russell were going to meet us on the other side, so we pushed towards them, and they kind of pushed towards us too, and we seen 5 deer this morning, bright and early. Just does and fawns, and then got to the spot where we met Pete. Hung out there for a little bit, made a plan for what we're going to push next, and then Jayme seen a doe and a fawn on that push, and then we stopped to wait for Pete and Russell. While we're sitting there waiting, 3 deer like just really damn near ran us over while we're sitting there. On our way back home, Jayme goes, I hear a whistle, and I think she's saying buck. Really, it was a bear in the trail. She was... So yeah, Jayme spotted that bear and then whistled at me, and I thought she was saying about a buck, and it wasn't a buck. It was, I don't know, probably a 70-foot brownie, somewhere around there.
Oh, 7 foot? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think it's 7.
No,
Bigger?
it was smaller.
6-foot brownie.
It's a fat 5-footer.
Fat
Same.
5-footer.
Same.
Didn't really care. Started yelling at the bear. The first thing it did, as predators do, is yawn. Yawned at us. And then sat down and took a pee and a shit, staring at us. And then, yeah, we just gave it some room and got upwind of it. And as soon as it smelled us, it pretty much took off. Then left him behind, kept walking back home, and spotted a nice buck on the way home. I pulled up my gun and clicked my safety off, and all I could see is like the back of its head running away from me. So I couldn't make a shot. Jayme seen it too. We tried to find it again and couldn't find it. And yeah, that was day 1. We seen 15 deer total today. 14 does, 1 buck.
The bear in question. How big do you think it is?
Well, you know, you might have seen we just had a little argument about how big that bear was today. And part of the reason is when they're on all fours, they're all about 5 feet. But a full-grown bear can stand well over 10 feet. So, to Bailey's credit, that might have been a 10-foot bear standing up. He was a big boy. He was fat.
It's a little guy. I think this was my first shot.
That was 100% what I saw. That's why I didn't shoot it again. Jesus. Show us that again.
Oh my God. Unless it just winged him.
300 blackout. These blacktail deer. Bailey just shot the first deer of the trip. And we got done cleaning it up. And just got to this spot to have lunch. Before we push for more. The birds are insane here. Just non-stop. Bailey shot the first buck yesterday. Go Bailey. It's day 3. Gonna die today. They gonna die today.
Okay.
I'll give you 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
Bailey and I are headed out, and Pete and Russell are gonna wait about 5 minutes to leave, and they're gonna go push the opposite side of this patch of timber, and we're gonna see if we can jump some deer towards each other.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
I just saw a doe and fawn spook from us. We are obviously trying to stay as quiet as possible, so we do really light whistles to get each other's attention when we see the deer, and then we use hand signals to let each other know whether it's a buck, doe, or fawn. Obviously, as Bailey mentioned earlier, I did the same thing when I saw the bear instead of just yelling, "Hey bear." But to be honest, it was pretty much an oh shit moment for me, and I definitely did not handle my first bear encounter as well as I thought I would. Love a good buck call.
Okay. Fan out this way. We'll start walking that way, but be ready.
It's pretty hard to see in the video, but I'm standing to the left, and Bailey's trying to see if I can see the deer and see more than what he sees and if there's a buck or what. In real time, this is about 8.5 minutes since we heard that shot and started heading this way.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm like, I'm guessing that's the one you shot.
You got shot it. Is it a buck or a doe?
It's a doe.
Was it you or Russell?
It was Russell.
Good job, Russ.
Russ.
Good job, Russ. Give me some nuts, bud.
Nice work, brother.
Nice work. That's a good sized doe. He said he couldn't tell. Yeah.
That's all right.
All right, buddy. How's it feel?
Nice. Nice.
Second deer for the pole. Oh, Russell, the love muscle.
You guys see any more?
I didn't see it.
They don't have a lot of brains right now. I can tell you that for free. This could be some cool footage on the camera.
Was it, it wasn't gonna run much further, was it?
I think it would have laid down somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, what about me?
But yeah, I was like, God, that deer looks like it's walking funny. And I'm like, ah, that must be the one they shot. Put it right where I was aiming though, in the neck.
Hell yeah.
Where's
That's
Russell's
awesome.
shot? Did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm just glad you did.
Yeah.
There's its heart. Oh,
When you shot Bailey, I thought you shot that little fawn you were working with, and I was like, if he shot that and I didn't get to, and he's just dropping fawns, I'm just upset.
Yeah, I don't know where you hit it.
we'll see. What you did.
Yeah.
What do you guys say for yourself, Russ?
First deer.
First deer. Just getting geared up for today. Got to a little bit of walk ahead of us and then a little boat ride. And then, yeah, we'll be in some good territory for big bucks, hopefully.
Morning.
Morning. Pete slept outside last night. He was coming in to join us.
Well, I had to watch out for the bears.
Got a deer down. Hell yeah, brother.
Good job, buddy. I knew it was a doe, but I knew it was a good size one.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
When Pete shot this buck, it was pretty early and we were still pretty close to camp, so him and Russell packed it back, and then Bailey and I kept pushing this timber towards this spot we found on a map that we really wanted to hunt.
Did he have 2 on each side?
He had 3 on each side. I swear to God it was a 4-pointer.
With eye guards?
Yeah.
So it was a 4 with eye guards?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know.
Like the buck that's in the shitter. On the toilet paper rack.
Bigger than that.
Oh my God.
The body too was big. Like it looked like a small whitetail. I was like, that's why I was just like, boom. But I have to be becoming a better hunter because I saw my bullet hit and I saw that deer take off. And last year, that wouldn't have happened. Like whenever I hit that bear, when I shot that bear, I did not see my bullet hit the dirt.
Yeah, but you're using a gun with a lot more recoil. Like that's half.
So basically what just happened is Bailey and I were going between like a lake and the inlet, and I was on the inlet side, it was to my left, and I walked over just to scan to see if I saw anything, and it was just perfect timing. This buck was walking out on this sandbar, and it just was a beautiful deer, and it was about, we mapped it, it was about 212 yards, and I pulled up and freehand took a shot, and I missed low. I saw my bullet hit the ground and the deer take off, and yeah, that was that. You want to do a little break?
Let's wait till we get to the top. Try to get hold of Pete.
Well, we just did another 6 miles. I missed a big buck. We walked out in this opening on a lake, 150 yards. I missed it.
We're seeing a lot of deer though, a lot of does and fawns, and we try and shoot the does. Usually with fawns, but I'm just trying to save the tags for some bucks. They're bigger body and more meat. But there is now supposedly a bear at camp, we just got told, so we're waiting for Pete and Russell to get back and all 4 start walking to camp so we can be together for this bear. Because it's right next to camp, so I'm sure it'll be there to stay because we got meat hanging, so that's going to be a contender we got to deal with from now on until we leave.
A contender. Long day though.
Yeah, I'm beat. My legs hurt.
Day 4.
I think.
Averaging about 5.5 miles at least every day.
Which feels like 20 in this country. Nothing's flat. I mean, it is relatively flat. It's just
Bailey told me it was flat.
the ground is not like
not.
pavement.
It's not flat. It's nothing about it is even close to flat. Lots of little hills and then just lots of knolls. Little bumpies in the road.
But it's beautiful. I'm excited. Hopefully tomorrow's going to be a little rough day for hunting because it's only calling for 2 or 3 mile an hour winds, so it's going to be really quiet, so it's going to be hard to sneak up on anything. We like to hunt when the wind's blowing really hard because it masks our noise too, so we could sneak up on them, but tomorrow's going to be a tough day to kill anything. Might have to do a bunch of sitting and calling, which we proved it did work the other day. We called a buck into lunch. But yeah, that's about all we got for now.
Pete killed a deer this morning.
Yeah, Pete shot a doe this morning.
It was nice. Nice doe. Wake up outdoors.
Wake up outdoors.
Do the sign. If you're confused about whether Pete's deer was a buck or a doe, don't worry, I am too. I don't know. Button buck doe, he killed a deer.
See one.
You can hear how quiet it is this day, so Bailey started really calling a lot more aggressively than we did most days, just to try to give us some advantage, because we saw multiple deer this day that saw or heard us well before, and we would just see movement way out in the distance.
Straight that way. That's my only hope. We sound like another deer. That's my only hope is we sound like another deer walking.
Jayme, tell me how this happened.
So I was right over there, and a deer was walking to me from this direction, and I saw him. So I stopped and got down on one knee, but then I couldn't see it anymore, so I stood up, and he popped back up, and then we had a tree between us, so I took a step, and I think he saw me because he locked up, and I fucking shot him straight in the neck, and it exited out his back, and it just folded up, like it just dropped. And then it was still kind of suffering when Bailey and I ran up to it. So Bailey slit his throat. Apparently, the buck calls worked as we intended. Thanks for watching part 1 of our deer hunt. Part 2 should be coming soon. And you're going to want to see part 2 because we get a big buck that we actually tracked for, 2 hours and ended up finding. It's pretty cool. Wake up outdoors. Out.